Alright. Let's continue with our journey. Last episode was quite a thing because of, well, this spell, which I somehow managed not to go above 100 attempts. I wonder if I can keep up that momentum, but I'm not really sure. There's bound to be a spell card that's going to take more than 100 attempts, but hey, we can dream, right? Alright, so this is our last page of enemies. All the final bosses and extra bosses and stuff like that, with some Peace 98 characters I see. Guess we'll be fighting Touhou first. Atomic Blast. Already starting with the level 10 spell, huh? Well, I mean, I would expect that considering how late into the game we are. Okay, so it looks like the path of these bullets has been indicated by these lanes, so as long as I stay outside of the lanes, I'm not actually going to get hit by the sun bullets. And I'm assuming a spell like this has to... I got hit by the back of the sun, wow. Okay, well, I can already tell that this is going to be aimed, so I'll just misdirect it. And you have to do damage, otherwise nothing will ever end. Okay, so these sun hitboxes are really weird and wonky, so I gotta be careful with them. Alright, so it looks like if I were to misdirect this sun here, I could go back under Touhou and damage her a lot. So it looks like a lot of this spell revolves around misdirection, it seems. Yes, definitely. Okay, that wasn't bad. Falling sun. It's gonna explode. I wasn't born yesterday. I bet it's aimed too, isn't it? Oh joy. And you can probably misdirect. This is probably... Actually, I wonder if... these things are far too predictable. Alright, so you gotta memorize which gaps to go into. Joy. Also, it looks like this takes a little bit of time to start aiming, so you can't just immediately, move out of the way. Misdirect it, you gotta wait. Oh, are you going downwards? I was trying to misdirect you to the right, but you went down instead. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I could just memorize this 100%. Why are you going that way? You're supposed to go to the right. Guess maybe I can go through a different gap. Like, no, that gap right there was the best gap to go through. Oh my god. Always sneezing. I will never take allergy medicine because I just don't care. Oh, okay, so this becomes super easy to dodge if you're far away from the suns. Or not far away from the yellow bullets, it appears. Yes, the yellow bullets, they expand, however, past a certain point they become really dodgeable. So really, you don't even have to worry about any fancy misdirection, because as long as you're far away from the yellow bullets, you're always going to be able to dodge them. So in a sense, this spell is actually trivial, because all you gotta do is just be a certain distance. Yep. Once I figured that out, it's all gonna be okay. A level 17 spell card. Just gonna be more suns, right? Oh, how cute. You move upwards automatically. And she's still using that gimmick of the... She's still using the gimmick of the things, of the lines and the yellow orbs, so all you gotta do is make sure you're not exactly in like the line path of the yellow orbs when they fire, and you should be fine, right? The biggest problem here is going to be those wisps. I don't know if there's a defined path or if they're just completely random. I'm assuming they're just very random. But I feel like if I were to push downwards a lot on this spell, I might be safe. Oh no, maybe not. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna react and dodge and not think too much, but I'll have to stop talking in order to do that. I wonder if I can just stay down the whole time. Oh, maybe the wisps are not random, but have a static movement path every time. Surely no one's gonna actually go through the trouble of memorizing this entire spell. It looks to be the case, so you could theoretically memorize this entire thing. I tried to get away from that wisp, but it didn't let me go through the gap in time. Actually, the only thing threatening about this spell are the wisps. That is the only challenge. It's mostly just that you don't know exactly where they're going to go. I mean, it is static from what I can tell, but I haven't memorized it yet, so I don't really know where they're going to go. But I have a theory that you could probably just do the same movement every time on this, so I guess there's nothing to complain about if they're just static. Ah, no way out. I got pushed up too far. Basically, a capture of this is just gonna hope that I get lucky. Well, it isn't luck, but it's more like hope that I'm just in the right place at the right time, and yeah, that's all it is. Of course, knowing me, it's probably gonna take like 40 or 50 tries. my god, really? Thought I was tapping down there, but apparently not. I hear that the Needle Reimu is actually probably better to play as than Marissa because Reimu has a smaller hitbox or something like that. So, might be possible that I'm giving myself a bit of a handicap by playing as Marissa, but whatever. I've already come this far, I can't really take it back now. Oh, what? Are they not static? I can't tell anymore. Maybe they're aimed, or what they do is dependent on how you've acted. Because I don't think they're completely static, but I don't know. Alright, let's try not to bottom hug, because it feels like bottom hugging is rather dangerous on this. Because if the things come from behind, you have no chance at reacting. So it seems like you want to be in the middle. But then again, if those just happen to go into your position, like if they're in your line of path, then you're kind of screwed if there's too many red balls around you because there's not enough time to move away because you're kind of confined. Not gonna be that one guy that takes 5 million attempts on this. I refuse to be the guy that takes 5 million tries on that. Duel the Sun. Oh, how cute. What? I thought that the lines were showing where the yellow balls go. Is that not the case for this? No, it is. There's just multiple waves. Oh, and the suns rotate? The suns rotate. Oh. Oh my god. No time to react to that. Maybe it's Memo. I don't know. I think it's actually just Memo. Like these, whatever they are. Oh! I mean... Fuck. There's no way I would have known that that was gonna just happen to be there. It's a cheap shot if I ever saw one. But I still think that there is some kind of predictability to this. I was in that gap last time and it worked, so maybe it's not. Well, if it's not static, then that means another problem. Oh, Uzuho's movement is random too, or did she just go left because I was farther to the left? Come on. I know a really good player would be able to just blind through this really easily, so... Need to work up. I can't! I don't know where the thing... No! No, no, no! I have to do this quickly! I gotta do this. Alright. A good player will be able to guerrilla themselves through this, regardless of the... They would be able to react to the fact that these things are coming in your face, and they'd be able to get away in time, even with the limited time. They'd react. They'd move out of the way. They wouldn't be afraid of randomness. So, I'm not gonna let this take 5 million attempts. I'm gonna work up. Going to work up. Like the move in Pokemon, work up. We are not going to spend 10 million years on this because we are going to work up. But that was in my face. There is no escape. Oh. There would have been an escape if I was like, yeah, it's because I would have been able to react and get away from that. No, I'm not blaming the game on that. I'm gonna take full accountability for this. Crying about RNG every time something is remotely hard is how you fall into a pitfall of the whole genre is just luck. And if you do that, then you're just gonna limit yourself. So I'm not going to... Oh god, there was no way for me to have known that that was going to hit me though! There's no way for me to have known. I feel like the middle of the suns is always safe. Like, I feel like these things will never quite go into the exact middle of where the suns are. Because think of how it's spawning. The game is purposely making it scary in this middle area because that's where the things are not going to go in. So what you need to do is you need to stay inside of these suns and you'll never actually get hit by these things. The lasers can't hit you if you're in the middle of the suns. No, they can't. Oh, kill yourself. I was on the money though. I was on the money. I just got away from the middle of the suns. I need to get back there, but I can't because there's a wall of yellow stuff, so I'm kind of stuck here. Like, don't tell me that was passable. Do not tell me that yellow group was passable without some insane micro-dodging, which isn't feasible at all. Might be screwed because I'm getting away from the middle. Oh. Jesus Christ! Why didn't she die there? Fuck! She was on low HP for such a long time and I just couldn't finish her off. Haha! That was an epic micro dodge earlier. Alright, only 20 tries. That is not bad. I worked up as best I could. Oh boy. I don't know how long this episode is going to take if I go for Amelia as well, but let's do it. I'm going to regret this. Oh, she's going to make the bubbles absorb, and then she's going to throw a spear, and it's going to be aimed at me. Like, I haven't seen this already. Yep. And I was moving and still died. What? But I was moving. Look upwards at the spear, and when you see it turning, that's when you know it's gonna start going at you. Visual cues! Oh my god, this spell feels like a lot of learning that I don't feel like doing. Oh, this is like Ichiyo's spell from BOSM. I remember this thing. Yeah, this is just Ichiyo. You're not racing. What's with the red full moon? Well, I guess it's not like lunatic red eyes or anything. Lasers! Ooh! Oh no. It's Memo. Yep, this is a Memo spell. It's all Memo, but I like Memo because Memo is nice because it's consistent and learnable, and once you've memorized it, then you can do it. And I'm getting Seija vibes from this, actually. Oh no! I can't. What the fuck? The game is cheating. No, I'm just being... Oh. The only thing I'm concerned about is can I damage her effectively, that's all. Still, it's kind of a relief that this spell is just Memo. Oh, Jesus Christ! Let me through! Let me through! Okay, so that evidently was the wrong gap to try to go through. I'm not necessarily gonna know the best paths right off the bat, so... Oh. This spell doesn't like unfocused dodges, like unfocused micros. It doesn't like unfocused micros. Okay, maybe this isn't 100% static then. There's gotta be no, I'm pretty sure this is static. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. I think there's like a variance, but it's not what you would expect. It's like, I think the balls react depending on what you do, or something like that. I feel like they're aimed in such a way, because I noticed the formation of the ball bullet seems to differ, but I wouldn't imagine that it would be just pure RNG. I would imagine that it's based on what you as a player does. I'm pretty sure the balls are aimed. Yeah. I don't even have to look up to know that they're aimed, just because I can tell based on how I'm playing, or how the card is playing, in response to how I'm playing. So it's still memo. I think most of my dying is just me trying to be as aggressive as possible and utterly failing. I'm wary of the fact that she's got a ton of HP on this, so I'm trying to end it as soon as I can, but I can't ever damage her, so it's becoming a problem. I guess I could try to take the more passive route, but... So just because I happened to aim the balls in a weird way, I was screwed there. Jesus. This is... I won't complain. There's no RNG here. It's all based on what I as a player do, so you can't bitch at something like this. I don't plan to bitch though. I did enough bitching at Sakuya. I'm surprised I'm actually having trouble with this, so because from a glance this looks like it should be a completely trivial spell, yet it's easy to die on, and I don't know why exactly. It's a spell that's easy to die on, but I can't put my finger as to exactly why. Oh, I think I figured something out based on the way you go through the lanes. Because I noticed there that I was going through them in such a way that it was letting me stay in the middle the entire time. So I accidentally found a good method. Okay. Oh no, what is going on? I already don't like where this is going. Oh my god, no. She's combining like everything. Oh my god. No. I can already tell this is not gonna be fun. Oh my god. God, I don't like this screaming sound effect in this song. It's really jarring. That happens. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. I can already tell this is going to be really annoying. Just no. Just no. What? How long of a delay is there before the thing starts firing, the chain thing? Because that didn't seem to give me a lot of time. It just like immediately started firing before I had any chance to do anything. Maybe because I was low on the screen, but I would have caught that card too if I and I wouldn't have had to have dealt with this, but I moved out of the way of what I thought was aiming towards me, but it aimed at me earlier, which means it went to the left and not in the center. Jesus Christ! Maybe I can use that to my advantage, though. The only reason I went up there is because of the way the lanes formed. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is just... I'm stuck. I can't go under Amelia, because if I do, I'm gonna get hit. Alright. Yeah, this is luck. Based on the way the lanes fire, the laser lanes. Why would you make a gimmick like this? This is absurd! I am appalled! The whole thing about instant spawning lasers all around the screen affecting your dodging range, that is an absolutely terrible thing to do. Why would you even make a spell like this? Like, I have to ramble because this is... like, there's nothing even remotely static about this, so if you just are in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's game over for you. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ! Okay. I almost had it there too. Why? What? Why didn't that bubble dodge work? Why didn't that bubble dodge work? Danmaku hitboxes are always bigger than the Zune hitboxes, I know that, but... oh, that really should have worked. This isn't as bad as the Sakia spell because of the fact that there is a lot of aimed components to this. Like, most of this stuff is just aimed. And if you know that, you can use that to your advantage. But it's still dumb. Because the random lasers can just fuck you over. Like, they're very fast, very dense. They blend in with the bullets. They completely ruin your dodging space. And, like, right there, that was an impossible situation. That was actually an impossible situation right there. If you saw, the thing aimed at me while the lasers completely trapped me into the direct path of that bullet. Why would you ever make an attack like this that traps you? There is no, like, consistency with the way these things fire. It's completely random. Why would you make an attack like this? Why? I don't understand. Like, what were they thinking? Like, if you get lucky, you can probably capture it within a handful of attempts, no problem. So, I mean, it's not like it's, like, super impossible, but Jesus, it's a terrible spell, and I don't care if people get mad at me for criticizing. Like, this is legitimately a badly designed spell. Like, I don't know how you can justify this. Like, does anyone in the comment section find this fun? Is there anyone in here that actually just unironically enjoys this? Why? Why was that thing conveniently in my way as I'm trying to get out of the laser path? No one enjoys this spell. No one could possibly enjoy this. Jesus, I'd rather take a snowman with double bullets than this. I refuse. I absolutely refuse. We're doing Kaguya next.